Good evening, all of you. So we were doing logarithm yesterday. So we studied that if a number can be represented as base to the power exponent equal to number, then another way of writing the same statement is log of number to the base is equal to exponent. Okay. Or we can say that log of b base a equal to c implies that b to the power say c equal to a. Okay. Then I proved that. So I am again proving this again, although I had already proved this formula, but I will again prove it. So the formula was log of b to the base x plus log of b to the base y, log of b base y is equal to log of b base xy. So how did I prove it yesterday? I assumed that log of b base, sorry. So I took log of b base x as e1 and log of b base y is e2. So this implies that b to the power e1 is equal to x and b to the base b to the power e2 is equal to y. So if I multiply x and y, I will get b to the base e1 multiplied by b to the base e2 is equal to x into y, and b to the power e1 multiplied by b to the power e2 can be written as b to the power e1 plus e2 is equal to xy. And it also means that log of b to the base xy will be equal to e1 plus, okay, and e1 plus e2, now the value of e1 plus e2 can be substituted from here. So it will give you log of b to the base, log of b base xy, log of b base xy is equal to log of b base x plus log of b base y. Okay. So if anybody is having any doubt in this, please ask. This is mathematical tools. This chapter is, somebody is asking which Kanak Prajapat, which chapter is this? This is mathematical tools and we are studying logarithm. So we will start differentiation after this. Okay, so this was done yesterday also, so I will not waste much time in this. Okay. So we have discussed these three formulae. First formula I have already proved. Second formula you can prove exactly as I proved the first formula. Okay. And third formula, if you want me to prove again, then I can prove it again. Okay. So log of, so n log x can be written as log x plus log x up to n times. So if you combine these two log x, it will become log of x square plus log x. Okay. Then if you combine this log of x square with this log of x, it will become log of x cube. Then again there will be another log of x. Okay, so how I combined this log x and log x, I have used this formula directly. Okay, and then this log, in the same manner, this log x square and log x can also be combined. Okay, and you will get x cube. Then there will be remaining x log x's, and they, you can combine them, and ultimately what you will get, you will get log x to the power. So we can say that log n log x equal to log of x to the power n. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So these formulae are very important. I don't know in which standard they start teaching logs, but right now, but in our time we studied logarithm in ninth standard, and all these formulas I studied in ninth standard. So I don't know about you. People are saying that they have not studied log at all. So I'm surprised. Now I am discussing another very important formula related to logs, and that is log of b, log of a base b multiplied by log of b base c is equal to log of a base c. Please try to prove this formula uh, in the same manner as I proved the first formula, first three formulae. Okay. It is not as easy as proving it is not as easy as it was in the case of first formula. It might be a little bit complex, but you can prove it. Okay. Please try it on your own. Okay. So let us assume that log of a base b is equal to x1. Now, what does it mean? Try to write everything in terms of uh, exponentiation function. Try to convert each of these statements in terms of exponential function. So, what log of a base b equal to x1 means? A to the power x1 equal to b. Similarly, log of b base c equal to x2 means b to the power x2 is equal to c. Okay. Okay. Now c which is also equal to b to the power x1 x2 can be written as a to the power x1 to the power x2, because b is nothing but a to the power x1. So c can be written as a to the power x1 into x2. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now what does it mean? It means that log of a to the base c is equal to x1 into x2, and it means that log of a to the base c x1 is nothing but log of a to the base b, and x2 is nothing but log of b to the base c. So hence we can say that log of a base c equal to log of a base b multiplied by log of b base c. Okay. So this formula is very easy to remember. You have a and c here. You have to bring a b in between. So I have brought a b, another variable in between a and c. So log of a base b has come in between. Okay. तो यहाँ पे b नंबर पे आ गया और यहाँ बेस पे आ गया, log of b base c. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है ना कैसे इसको याद रख सकते हैं?
Yes, sir.
Now can you prove that log of a base b is equal to 1 upon log of b base a? please prove this. Log of a base b equal to 1 upon log of b base a. So basically log of a base b can be written as 1 upon log of b base a, and we can easily prove it. Log of a base a. So what I am doing here, I am writing c as a. So a base a will be equal to a base b multiplied by b base a. So a base b into log of b base a. So this means that log of a base b will be equal to 1 upon log of b base. This is another very important formula.
Sir, could you please explain the last step, please?
हाँ, ये लास्ट स्टेप में कुछ नहीं किया, बी बेस ए को नीचे ले आए ना, यहाँ से ये 1 के बराबर है ना, ए बेस बी क्या हो गया, 1 अपॉन लॉग ऑफ बी बेस ए हो गया. इट इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. Another formula that I will prove now is a to the power log of a base x is equal to, please try to prove it on your own first. So it can be easily proved. Take log of both sides. So if I take log of both sides, I will have log of a to the base a to the power log of a base x is equal to, and I cannot write equal to here because I have not proved it yet. So it will be log of a base x. So this is, so I can use this formula, log of a base a to the power n can be written as n times, or log of b base a to the power n can be written as log n times log of b base a. Okay. So this can be written as, the LHS can be written as, so this is LHS and this is RHS. So LHS can be written as log of a base x multiplied by log of a base a. Okay, log of a base a is 1. So this is equal to log of a base x, which is equal to RHS. So hence it is verified that log of a base, that a to the power log of a base x is equal to x. So what all formulae we studied so far? First one, log of x plus log of y equal to log of xy. Base is common, which is b. Second one, log of x minus log of y equal to log of x by y. And third one, okay, this is third one. And then log of a base b multiplied by log of b base c equal to log of a base c. And next one, and the last one is a to the power log of a base x is equal to, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all these four formulae you have to remember. Okay? there are two very important formula related to logarithmic series. First is, just wait. Log of e to the base. This e is the exponential series. Okay. Log of e to the base 1 plus x is given as x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 minus x4 by 4, and then it continues till infinity. This is an infinite series. For mod of x less than 1, log of e to the base 1 plus x is x minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 up to infinity. And log of e base 1 minus x is equal to minus of x So you have to remember both of these series. So basically we have finished this topic. Okay, as far as knowledge of logarithm from physics point of view is concerned, we are done. So we will start differential calculus from the next class. So I want all of you to study the chapter of limits and derivatives from NCERT math class, NCERT math book. And in next session we will start limits and derivatives. Okay. So but before that, I want you to get an idea about limit and derivative. I want all of you to study this chapter, at least first 4 or 5 pages. Please go through first 4 or 5 pages of this chapter, limit and derivative. I don't remember the name of this chapter. I think, just wait, I will tell you. The name of the chapter is limits and derivatives from NCERT maths book. Okay. So in the next class we will discuss limits and derivatives. So we are starting differential calculus in the next class, and you will see that we will use all the formulae that we have studied so far in that chapter. Okay. So, all right, with this I'm ending this session, and we'll meet on Thursday, and when we will meet we will start differential calculus. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.